Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. You are here at the Frequency of Abundance. We're taking it as round two. This is the second week. We are here on Motivational Mondays. I am so excited to have you here. Had a fun little time just trying to put contact in the chat, so I thought I'd restart it. So if you're thinking, wait a minute, is this deja vu? It's not. We're just giving it a 30-second rerun just to make sure that you've got contact info in the chat, because my goodness, the entire point is to give you so much, and contact info is just the last way for us to engage. So if you wanted to be a speaker on one of the Frequency of Abundance shows, that would be such a blessing. We'd love to have you as a guest. This season we're opening it up. It's incredible. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of context into it and where we're coming from. The Frequency of Abundance is a free group. You can go look in the link on the chat, and that's where all of the contact information is. Go to LinkedIn, type it in, you'll see it right there. It's the Frequency of Abundance. Click on groups, and it's free. There's a small private community. It's tens of dollars a month, and you can join us if you'd like. If you wanted to stand on our stage and speak here, please reach out to me. If you wanted to come and play energetically at a couple of the cool either personal wellness retreat that we have coming up with my wife and a dozen other amazing friends from around the world, or maybe you wanted to go to a personal peak performance higher level and look at some elite energy coaching. That's all on this beautiful side. Over on the other beautiful side, we've got the ability, as the world's first and only public relations house that's a not-for-profit, to just absolutely catapult your message to the direct target audience, blow a dog whistle to them, and go hunt whales. So if you're looking for the big ones, the C-suite, the leader, the owner, founders, you need to reach out to us. We have a proprietary way to just delight them. And so these are all the different sandboxes we have. That's why I put contact in the chat. You figure out what serves you, how you want to play. And ultimately, if it does, come on in and play. Now, 7 days a week, we got captivating talks here. I'm not kidding. Now for week 2, we've got Motivational Monday. Today is Unlocking Your Personal Genius. How to operate from your zone of genius effortlessly. Triumphant Tuesdays. How to use time as a weapon for success. Unlock quantum time management strategies that bend time in your favor. That's tomorrow. Winning Wednesdays, we have the silent saboteurs of success. So expose and eliminate the hidden subconscious programs that are blocking your success. Thursday, our Thriving Thursdays, we go from hustle to flow. The new way to generate wealth, where we talk about why hard work isn't enough and how to create effortless success. Ending the week, rounding up, because Monday to Fridays we're 9 a.m. Fearless Friday, why some people have it and others don't. The hidden X factor of ultra successful people and how to cultivate it. This is that week where we're having so much fun on abundance. We'll close the week on the weekends to let you sleep until 1 afternoon Eastern. Don't sleep in the whole time. I'm just saying, I don't need to see you until 1. Do what you want to do. Get your stuff done. So Successful Saturdays is going to be the laws of the universe you can't ignore, and how these universal principles are going to shape your reality and determine your success. And then we end the week off beautifully with Soaring Sunday, reclaiming your power. Stop giving it away without knowing. So how to stand in your power and take back control of your life. It's going to be an epic, epic week. Now, for today's magical special, and I really am excited to get the party started for everybody, Unlocking Your Personal Genius, how to operate from your zone of genius effortlessly. And this is all about how success felt easy, like as if you were built for it. Imagine you are. And then there's the secret. So it's tapping into your own unique genius and letting it flow. And that's exactly what we're playing with today. So, first and foremost, let's pay some bills. Let's hear a word from our corporate sponsor.
I'm sure you've heard the news. There's a game-changing PR house in town. At Allura Creative Agency, we specialize in bringing visionaries together. As the first and only not-for-profit public relations house, we offer exclusive, invitation-only events tailored for C-suite leaders, executives, professionals, and founders. Imagine this, you co-hosting an event alongside top industry leaders, seamlessly connecting with your ideal clients. Our done-for-you approach means we handle everything, from getting butts in seats to your co-host, personally introducing you and your unique offer. Founded during the global lockdown, Allura was born out of a commitment to empower coaches, healers, and experts. Today, we continue that mission by providing a platform for you to shine and expand your influence. Join our exclusive community and experience the power of authentic connection. Discover how Allura Creative Agency can elevate your brand and help you unlock your full potential. Curious? Book a time to speak with us today and step into a world of endless opportunities. Allura Creative Agency, elevating brands and inspiring leaders. Won't you join us today?
All right, so as we get to pop in and play, I'm going to start this one very interesting. I don't know if it's interestingly or in an interesting way, but bear with me. We're going to look at if success felt natural and as if you were literally just simply doing what you're born to do. There's tapping effortlessly into your zone of genius. And the concept, zone of genius even, there's a famous reference from Gay Hendricks, The Big Leap. So knowing that it's a thing and it's not just us conceptualizing it, there's activities that are going to energize you and feel effortless. Those are the ones that really give us the focus of, oh, okay, well, if it's that effortless and that easy and that kind of fun almost, neat. Is this what I'm meant to do? It really, really might be. And it might just be that zone of absolute effortlessness that you were talking about. So, give you an example, when Oprah Winfrey's interviewing somebody, you can tell she's in her element. When Steve Jobs is, talking about innovation, he's in his element. These are what these people were born to do. That's their zone of genius. If you wanted to do it in the other way around and go, well, how do I know if I'm not in my zone of genius? I'm like, okay, we could do it from the negative side too. So here's some signs you're not working from your genius. Are you feeling drained or frustrated after work? Are you experiencing resistance or procrastination? Are you constantly facing burnout, despite any achievements or accomplishments that you have? So your quick exercise, do a quick self-assessment, rate your daily tasks. On a scale of 0, well, let's not skip. 0 doesn't count. 1, which is draining. 10, which is energizing. So, draining to energizing, from 1 to 10. Give yourself a checklist of what you do and what it does. Because if you've got things that aren't a huge drain on you, like do the dishes, or something simple like that, right? Okay, it's not a big drain on you. But even though it only drains you a little bit, if you have 5, 6, 7, 8 things like that in the day, collectively, the cumulative effect of that is a huge drain and you're exhausted. And you can't figure out why, because you never did any one big thing and you never did it really hard and you never did it for very long. But you did so many little things and they all drained you. And all of that is collectively, you can put that over here, it doesn't matter. If you did the one thing that does matter, which is put back energizing exercises. So that if you gave yourself something to give energy, instead of just these little things that take energy, all of a sudden you're energetically balanced and you ever had those long days and you're like, damn, it's a long day, I did a lot, I'm really proud of me. Are you tired? No, surprisingly. If you feel that, give some love, give some share. Give us a thumbs up and comment. Let us know you're picking up what we're pulling down and feeling it. So let's look at 3 keys to effortlessly unlocking your genius. Number 1, awareness. Number 2, alignment. And number 3, flow state activation. Number 1, for awareness. So I want you to identify those activities that are going to energize and excite you. Look at what tasks you do and you lose track of time while you're doing them. That's going to be something that energizes you. It may be funny and you may be like, okay, I put on a podcast or an audiobook and then I vacuum the floor and before I know it, 30 minutes went by and my house is clean and I'm like deep into a book. Perfect. That's an activity that energizes and excites you. It's something you lose track of time while you're doing. Second one, alignment. Match your daily activities with your natural strengths. So if you know that you're in a blessed enough place that you have teams, systems, staff, people that help you and make your life a little bit better, great. If not, do it yourself. Pick up an app, pick up a freaking calendar, get organized. But match your daily activities with your natural strengths. And then everything that isn't in that field of your natural strengths, delegate the task. Delegate everything outside your natural zone of genius. That's alignment. 3, flow state activation. So I want you to recognize those flow triggers. There's a clarity of goals, there's immediate feedback, and there's balancing challenge with skill. Recognize those flow triggers. And if you're curious or you want more info, because goodness knows, we only have a few minutes and we're on a public line. If you want to do a deep dive, if you want to know where we're coming from and what we do and how that actually comes into place, I'll pop this in. You've got contact information in the chat. Come take a look and join us. This is fun and complimentary.
If you don't like mundane routines but still want to grow, then this online virtual retreat is your golden ticket. Imagine rejuvenating your mind, body, and spirit while connecting with a tribe of like-minded healers, coaches, and experts. At the Personal Wellness Retreat, we believe in the power of holistic growth, where personal wellness meets professional development. Our retreat offers flexible packages designed to fit your needs and budget. From free access all the way to premium mastermind workshops, every tier is packed with value. Experience dynamic coaching sessions, guided subtle energy activities, masterminds, hot seats, and invaluable networking opportunities, all from the convenience of your home. Escape the ordinary and embrace your extraordinary potential. Ready to rise with us? Click the link below to register and secure your spot today. Invest in yourself, elevate your impact, and transform your life. Your journey to wellness and success starts here. Join the ultimate wellness retreat for healers and coaches because you deserve to thrive.
I believe that. I believe we all deserve to thrive. I believe the tide raises all boats and we're all here to help everybody. And I think that's why, as a not-for-profit, we're blessed enough to have Allure Creative keep the lights on and the doors open, to make sure that we can do this every day and give this out now halfway through season 4. So you can imagine the number of lives that we've touched is just blessings on blessings. And it's meant to pay it forward so that others can go forward and show too. Looking at that, we're standing in our zone of personal genius. So some strategies. I want you not always to be stuck with what you think you got and what you think you are. There's ways to leverage your natural strengths. Let's take a look at some. There's something called the Genius Inventory, where you list what comes naturally to you and align it with your daily responsibilities. It's a simple, natural, knee-jerk reaction. Anything that takes time or effort isn't that low-hanging fruit. You're looking for low-hanging fruit. The 80-20 genius rule. So aim to spend 80% of your time within your genius zone. 20% of your time, fine. You can handle necessary but less energizing tasks. Welcome to the rest of us in life. But 80% of your time within your genius zone. That's how you unlock you and happiness. That's how you stay healthy. That's how your relationships are great. That's how everything in your life moves in a completely different way. Now, if you're coming in and you're new, you're in the middle of standing in your zone of personal genius. I want you to remember it's different than standing in your zone of personal excellence. What's the difference? Somebody asks you, what do you do? And you're like, I'm a comedian. You're like, that's great. Okay. So now I understand how, right? I understand the functional nature of your job, but why? Why do you do what you do? Oh, because I want to touch people's lives and I want to make them happier. Oh, okay. Your why is very different than your how. Knowing that, and knowing that you can stand in that frequency of abundance, that's where I want you to come. And that's why I keep inviting you to say hi, to play, to come over, to join our little world, knowing that there's those questions that really need to get answered. Because if all you're doing is showing up the how, and nobody sees your why, you're missing out, they're missing out, the world's missing out. And it's kind of sad. That's why today we want you to push and focus on your personal genius and shine that light bright, bright, bright to the world. Look at a morning genius activation. So schedule your peak genius activities when your energy naturally peaks. For most of us, if you have a good night's sleep, wake up in the morning, you've just been fasting for 8 hours, you've been resting for 8 hours, you are literally at the peak of your energy. Before you do anything else, like coffees or stimulants or any other things, you're at the peak. So we're all morning people, despite the myths. If you're not, there's a reason. And reach out and I'll let you know. There's a misalignment the night before. Otherwise, your morning is beautiful. It's the way we're naturally built. And that's when you should be scheduling activities that peak with your natural genius and with your energy. You need to be complementary to yourself. Don't pull out creative things from yourself in the morning when all you feel like doing is physical. It's not going to be good. If you want some real life, look at any story that illustrates somebody who transitioned from struggling to thriving simply by shifting into their zone of genius. So many people that are so close to what they're supposed to do. And they tell you those incredible success stories like, I was struggling, and then one day, when I noticed that I should be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, So I want you to look as you're standing and playing into this. We talked about activities that give you and take away energy. We talked about aligning yourself with what matters most to you. We talked about you coming across in genius is your why. If you're looking at excellence, that's your how. How good are you at what you do? That's your zone of excellence. Congrats. You got education, you got experience, you got expertise. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's why you're excellent. That's why you're an awesome person. That's why you're freaking here. Because you wanted to get a little bit better. That is not your zone of genius. That is your zone of excellence. That's how you do what you do. How you're so awesome. I want to know about your why. The world needs to know about your why. And that comes from your zone of genius. And that's not something people can predict based on just seeing what you do. And how you keep the lights on and the doors open, not the same. So look at immediate action. Choose one small daily task. Something that's draining your energy, and delegate it. Or redesign it. If you need to keep it and you have no one to give it to, redesign it or delegate it. But pick one thing that's draining your energy, get rid of it. Let's commit to daily reflection, where you look at ending your day with one question. Did today's tasks align with my genius? If they don't, reflect. Did today's tasks align with my energy? If they don't, reflect. So look at a weekly genius review. Set aside some weekly time. Could be 30 minutes. It's you on you about you for you. Why would you skimp on this? You don't need to indulge and take 2 days, but give yourself 30 minutes at the end of a week. Reflect. Adjust. Ensure that you're staying within your genius zone. And that's going to give you so much more insight into where you need to go and how you need to feel. That's going to give you so much more natural flow and staying in that energetic zone as long as you need to get those 2 days worth of work done in one. It's going to give you an action plan that if you go, hey, this isn't that, woo-woo, and this isn't that crazy. I'm like, no. You know you have a zone of excellence. That's how well you do what you do. You know you have a zone of genius. That's the why behind what you do. That's the intention. Okay. So knowing those two things, standing in there, it should be pretty easy for you to unlock as you look at the template of energy and go, here's the energy that I have, here's the activities I'm doing, they don't match. Change them. If you need more energy, give it. If you don't know how, reach out. If you need to change your activity, change it. If you can delegate or delete it, do it. So, movement. Movement in the right direction for you. That's what we're looking for. Always, always, always. Now, in this context, I want you to remember as we're going through this, and if it feels overwhelming, because like we talked about, let's say you in your zone of excellence you're super wicked awesome at what you do. You've got education, experience, expertise. You're at 9 out of 10 personally and professionally, but you're still wondering what 9.1, 9.2 looks like. That's where elite energy coaching might be a proper factor. Let me take a minute, show you where I'm coming from here. And I think it'll shine a light, because if you're at that stage, it makes the biggest difference.
Meet Natan Verkovsky, Elite Energy Coach, helping top performers break limits, activate their energy, and achieve unstoppable momentum. Welcome to the Personal Momentum Retreat, an exclusive experience designed for executives, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who demand more from life. Every month, top performers gather to master powerful mental, physical, and emotional drills, strategies used by world-class leaders to unlock peak performance and resilience. At this retreat, you won't just learn, you'll experience transformation, shift your energy, break through barriers, and build unstoppable momentum. Get a sneak peek at our weekly preview event, happening every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Experience firsthand the mental, physical, and emotional drills that will change your game. Success is not about working harder. It's about activating your personal momentum. Reserve your spot today.
I'd love to see you there. That's where my zone of genius and my zone of excellence intersect. After 30 years of being an elite energy coach, working with 15,000 people, Olympians and athletes to executives and everybody in between, I'm blessed enough to be in that space where we know exactly what works and exactly what is able to bring your energy activation up, down, and neutralize. We have a clear, simple set of mental, physical, and emotional drills that help change your energy activation level. And if you're at that place where you're a peak performer, and you can go, okay, based on the situation that I'm going into, I give myself a pulse check and go, I'm at a 4 out of 10. I need to be at a 7. These exercises that we teach will quickly and easily get you there. If you do a pulse check and go, I'm going into something, I need to be very calm and relaxed, and crap, I'm at an 8 and really bum, 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 bum. I need to be at a 4 and look calm. Do these exercises and calm down. So ultimately, we're looking at elite energy coaching. If you want to know what that looks like with an Olympic elite energy coach, come to Personal Momentum. That retreat is 3 days, 3 hours a day, only invitation only. Executives, leaders, owners, founders, people that are peak performers are coming to that to learn these secrets. And if you want to know what that looks like, every Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern, I've got a 30-minute Q&A. I'll demonstrate a mental, physical, and emotional drill and really show you if this is a taste of what you'd like. Come get more. If not, at least you know exactly what you're in for without having to commit the time, energy, resources to coming to a 3-day retreat if you weren't 100% sure. So, contact's in the chat. I invite you to reach out. I invite you to say hi. I invite you to come through and really play in our sandbox. From being someone who binge watches them on LinkedIn for free, joining our private community, coming in and being interviewed and being a guest on the show, coming and joining my wife and I and a dozen friends from all over the world over at the Personal Wellness Retreat, and even stepping up and coming to Personal Momentum Retreat and really bringing you to that next level. So keep tuning in. Tomorrow is going to be epic. On Triumphant Tuesdays, we're looking at how to use time as a weapon for success. This is when we unlock quantum time management strategies and we bend time in your favor. Today was unlocking your personal genius and how to operate from your zone of genius effortlessly. And I hope you took it to heart and some of the action items inside made sense. I want to remind you that success doesn't need to be forced. Your genius is effortless. So identify that one small step that you're going to do today that's going to align more with your personal genius. And encouraging you, as always, book a one-on-one, have some fun, reach out, post it in your community. Reach out to me, I'll post it in mine. I've got about 17,000 eyes that would love to know what you're up to. My community believes that the tide raises all boats. So, in your scope, remember your personal genius is your greatest competitive advantage. It's what literally makes you you, and why working with you is so different than working with anyone else ever, period. Let that lead the way for you. I'm Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. This is Fearless. Well, this is going to be Fearless Friday in a couple days. This is Motivational Monday. We are here at the Frequency of Abundance Group, proudly sponsored by Allura Creative Agency. We would love for you to come and play in our sandboxes. We have so